Everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody is well. It's Monday. And once again, it feels like a Monday. For me, it does. I had a really kind of busy weekend, very productive weekend this past weekend, but I'm definitely feeling it this morning. Right. Reminds me of a meme, a post I recently saw where somebody wrote, I wake up these days and I'm not sure if I'm sore from the things that I'm doing or just because this is how life is right now. And that's really how I feel. Good morning. Thank you so much for the love this morning so quickly like that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Honestly, right back to you. May you have a beautiful day today. James, is it? Thank you so much. So, what I was just saying is, I had a really productive weekend this weekend. A ton of yard work. Yesterday, I was out there limbing some branches off of trees that needed to come down. I replanted a cherry tree and a apple tree. I have 10 fruit trees that I planted on this property when we moved here, and two of them had gotten damaged over the winter. So I replaced those. I planted two trees. I limbed some stuff this weekend. I did a whole bunch of like trimming on some bushes and stuff, just all sorts of outdoor work. Working on the koi pond. There's a leak somewhere in my koi pond, and that's going to be a nightmare to kind of dig into. But it was great. It was great to be outdoors this weekend. It was great to be out in nature, in the sun, out there with my family. And I just had a really good weekend. And yesterday was Mother's Day. And I kind of feel a little bad. We didn't do anything big and elaborate. I cooked a nice dinner yesterday, and we just had a nice day and stuff like that, and flowers and small gifts and stuff like that. But I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I should be doing something more on those days. But I'm not a big person with like holidays specifically. I don't believe that like on Valentine's Day we should express this overwhelming amount of love. On Mother's Day we should recognize, moms all year long, because I truly believe that on a random Tuesday and a Thursday, coming home with flowers and stuff is more meaningful than doing it on some designated holiday to do it. I believe just coming home and acknowledging your partner and supporting and inspiring them and doing nice things for them should be going on pretty much every single day, not with one big day of the year where we recognize, hey, it's Father's Day and it's Mother's Day and it's Valentine's Day. And I mean, it's Thanksgiving. Be grateful. I mean, isn't it kind of insane? I mean, isn't that kind of nuts that we have to have these holidays to remind us to treat each other with kindness and joy and love and inspiration? So, when you hear me always saying that like 99%, not 99.9% of the human perspective is misguided, lost, and broken, those are the kinds of things that I'm talking about. Of course, you can sit here and say, I love those holidays, I love those traditions. What are you talking about? And that's completely fine. You are absolutely right. If your perspective, if in your reality those things are positive and meaningful to you, then that's great. I'm just saying, personally, for me, I don't need a holiday or a special day on the calendar to treat other people with gratitude, love, and kindness, or to show my insane grateful and admiration and respect for my wife. My wife is a badass. She works her ass off. She is one of the smartest people I know, and she is completely selfless. She constantly gives to everyone and everything around her and puts herself last. And it drives me crazy. And I tell her all the time, do the things that you want to do. Hon, I was thinking of going to a yoga class on I'm like, go. Don't even ask me. Tell me you're going to yoga class on Thursday. And that's literally what I'll say. She'll say, hon, this Saturday, do you mind if I go to yoga class? And I get it, respectful and nice and courteous. But I look at her and I'm like, oh my God, hon, go. You don't have to ask. Just tell me you're going. So Anyway, nothing to do with today. That's just my weekend. My weekend was doing things outside, lots of yard work, uh, spending some time with the family yesterday for Mom's Day, and cooking something nice for dinner last night. But the yard is looking good. We're almost at our second year here in Illinois. We moved here 2 years ago, July, I think it was, or early August. I'm sorry, June, July. Yeah, somewhere like at the end of July. Uh, I can't remember exactly, but we're almost here 2 years. And the first 2 years, the first 3 years you're moving into a home, you're still kind of unpacking, you're still painting, you're still remodeling, you're still doing things. And it's a large home and a large property that we ended up moving into here. Just for the space and just for the space, and it's a lot of work, but it's really, like I said to my wife last night. I said, "Wow," I said, "it's really looking good. We're really maintaining, because we don't do landscapers. We don't pay for landscapers and pool guy and stuff. I do all that stuff. So, it's a lot of work and stuff like that. Believe it or not, you don't think about it, but it is. And so I'm completely blessed. I'm not complaining. But it's really looking nice this year. And as I was just saying before, I've got some issues with my koi pond. It's not, it was here when we bought the house. It's not, I didn't put the koi pond there. And this is the second year in a row that some big crane has attacked my koi pond and eaten some of the fish. So they're still in hiding. I now have a net over it. I'm going to have to put a net over it this time of year, every year now, because this is kind of, it seems like their migration. The pumps, there's either a leak in the lining or a leak in the pump line. My guess is ice expanded in the winter and cracked the pump line, and somewhere it's losing water a lot as it's pumping. So life goes on, but it's a great thing. Great thing. You might be sitting here saying, "What the hell does this have to do with my life?" Everything, because you have things going on in your life that you've just got to take care of and do. And that's why I always say it's really good to limit the things that you don't really need in your life, like looking in your kitchen cabinet, look at all the coffee cups and plates. And I know that's a small thing, but extend that to your house. Why do people have 30 coffee cups in their house, in their cabinets? And look around in the rooms and start to see the excess things that you have that you've got to take the time to maintain, that are financially costing you. And that's where you can embrace some discipline and minimalism, moving yourself and getting rid of some of these things. But my point is, when you have things like this in your life that you have to take care of, your property, your home, your koi pond, these are moments for you to practice mindfulness. Don't look at the chores, the tasks in your life as burdens. When you hear people, "Oh, I got to go mow the lawn today," that you're outside, you're breathing oxygen, you're walking, and you've got time to yourself. You can have soundproof headphones on. You can have an audio book, a podcast. You could be learning a different language. You can be doing a million and one things while you're mowing the lawn or doing the dishes or taking a shower or doing laundry. So for me, I love those moments when I'm outside, trying to figure out what's going on with the koi pond. That's complete mindfulness to me. I'm right there. I'm looking at the things I'm working on. I'm focusing on what's happening, and also I'm working in an area of the koi pond that's always gross. It smells like seaweed. So there are so many things that have you there in the present moment. It's just slimy and dirty and algae and stinky and all that stuff. Thank you, but it's all things to bring you there in the present moment. But what most people do is they're doing those tasks and they're thinking about all the other things that are going on in their life. So you're really not giving either of those things the fair opportunity. If you would take the time to focus on the task in front of you, whether it's work, children, or doing a chore, if you focus on the task and bring yourself here, you're going to feel calmer, more peaceful, and you're going to get the task done. Then you're going to have the time to take care of all those other things you're thinking about or spending time to sit and reflect on them. So, mindfulness just isn't about walking around and being here in the present moment because it feels good. Mindfulness is important because it allows you to get the benefits out of life, to get benefits out of the time that you have here. So, think about that. You're doing the dishes, you're folding your laundry, you're outside working on your car. Don't think about the things you got to do tomorrow or didn't do yesterday. I mean, if that's what you want to do, it's okay. If it's a simple task, when I'm washing the dishes, I mean, I can think I don't have to sit there and just focus on the sound of the water. Those are moments when I do reflect, to be completely honest, but those are mindful moments to be reflective. You hear the sound of the water, the feel of the water, and I'm using this one thing as an example. Whatever you have to do on a daily basis, apply it to yourself, whether it's, like I said, working in the garden, working on cars, sitting at a keyboard, cooking, doing laundry, whatever it is, you can be there feeling the fabric, hearing the water, smelling the oil, the textures, the moments, everything here. And that's a real good way to reflect on your thoughts because you're not going to get that emotional anxiety or upheaval or those shifts that you would normally get if you're just sitting there thinking. So mindful tasks are great, but then again, the opposite side of that same thing, sometimes you don't have to think about those things. Just be here without thinking. And that's what true mindfulness is. And I know you're sitting here saying, without thinking, that's just rotting away. That's not what I'm talking about. When you're doing that task and you're focusing on the sense, the smells, the feeling, the sight, you're not trapped in that thought and that emotion. And things do feel calm. It's like when you're daydreaming, when you're sitting there staring out at the window or an object for a few seconds, everything's peaceful, everything's blissful. You don't have to wait for those moments, you can create them. And then when I said by that proper use of time, so here you've had your mindfulness, you're calm, now you've got some time to yourself, then those are the moments to sit and reflect. I prefer personally to really reflect when I have that complete downtime and quietness, because that allows my mind not just to reflect on the thoughts, the things I'm doing, the things I'm experiencing, but it allows my mind to wander off into that creative realm. And that's a really important aspect for me. Just this past weekend, it's Monday, Saturday night. I was meditating with my son, Sagan, before bed. I meditate with my children before bed, especially my 9-year old. My 5-year old is still, she thinks she's Yoda, but she's not. She gets up and walks around and talks, and that's okay. If I get 2 minutes with her, it's great. But Sagan is really starting to get the hang of it. And he got to that point where it was enough meditating for him. I could feel and sense his body. And I said, hey, bud, why don't you go in your room, lay down in bed right now, and I'll be in a few minutes. And I stayed there for myself because I was in a really good, heavy, deep meditative state. I was beyond the thoughts. This wasn't about mindfulness. And it wasn't, in a sense, an intentional transcendental meditation. I was just allowing myself to go, and as I sat there, I started, and I'm not going to tell you what I did for a specific reason. I started to do something with my own life, reflect on it in a certain way to a certain point. Uh, I can tell you this part. I went back decade by decade by decade, all the way back to what I would perceive and feel as like the womb, that nothingness, that state. And then I had a profound thought and moment in my meditation. And in my meditation, the whole thing became a holy shit moment. And it was incredible. Maybe we'll do that for today's meditation. I don't, no, I don't, we'll do it this week. I promise we'll do it this week. I want to think about it. I really want to get the wording and all those things down properly. But I came up just by allowing myself that time and patience. I created a meditation that is incredibly healing, incredibly profoundly healing and life altering. And I say that in a very real sense, but it of course, you have to be ready for it and aware of that impact. It's like when I say to people that, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much. What a heart with a crown. Thank you so much for that. Thank you." I don't mean to be sound weird or change the subject, but I say all the time when I see that the hearts on the screen or when you send gifts like that and stuff, to me, it's one of the most incredible things we can do. I'm not asking you for anything. I'm only trying to give you insight and information by way of my life experiences to help you find your way home. I use my gifts to help guide you past those moments of pain and trauma. And like I said, I'm here creating a safe space, an open space, freedom, equality, no judgments, no expectations, and I have no wants from you except for you to find your way home. So when I see the hearts on the screen or the gifts, that to me just shows me that you hear me, you feel me, and you're sending that love and that gratitude and that energy back to me. And I say all the time, I hope everybody has a blessed life and a blessed day. But for those of you like that who are tapping the screen and doing things like that, you are raising your vibrational state of existence to an entirely new level. And that's the truth. And not only are you sharing that with me, you're projecting that out to the collective. That is the collective. We all together form the collective, and not just here, beyond here. And all that energy is what the one, that thing, whatever we worship, pray to, or hope is there on the other side, is resonating and vibrating in that energy. So when I see you doing that, it's the most inspiring thing to me. You're sharing that love without expectation and you're just sending it back to me. So, for those of you who are taking that little extra push today just to tap the screen or to send gifts, which I'm eternally grateful, may your day, may your day be abundantly blessed. May you lay down tonight to go to sleep and just say, wow, today was one of the greatest days I've ever had. I really hope that's your day today. So thank you for that. And as I was just saying that, I don't even remember what I was just saying, but I know we were talking about that meditation that came up. And that's what I mean. When you let yourself go like that, thank you. When you let yourself go like that, you experience things that are just so profound and so beyond our normal thinking. And the only way to get there is to allow yourself that time and patience to sit within. And we'll do this meditation this week because, as I said, it's incredibly healing if your awareness is at that level. There are people who are still stuck in their ego or stuck in pain or stuck in thoughts and trauma, and we have to allow them that time and patience to come to terms with things on their own. The only thing we can do is be that source of inspiration and guidance and healing, not expectation, right? Not ultimatum. So just keep going on your journey, keep sharing that love. And not just with me, with everything in your life and especially your own life. You all have incredible things to be grateful for, from the shirt you're wearing right now to the home or office or place you're sitting in. We can be grateful for the largest and smallest things in our lives, but it takes that present awareness. It takes being here in the present moment. And like I've been trying to tell you for years now and today, that everything you're doing, a simple conversation, sipping a cup of coffee, typing on your keyboard, mowing your lawn, everything and anything you're doing is a tool that you can use to bring yourself into the present moment. We go through meditation. We have all of these affirmations and mantras and all of these teachings that teach us how to be here in the present moment. But really, all those things are doing is just telling you how to observe here, right now. That's the present moment, just observing here and being grateful for all of it. And I kid you not, I mean, as dumb as it sounds, I was sitting on a meditation mat in my little meditation studio, and I'm looking at a painting that one of you sent me years ago, my brother Al, who I have to reach out to. I'm looking at my vision board, artwork my son did, a photo I bought, something my wife bought me, my 2 meditation certificates, my hang drum. Like, I'm looking at these things, the carpet, the desk, the time I'm spending with you, and I'm grateful for every single one of them. I can look around this room and really feel a sense of joy and gratitude for everything that is I'm surrounding myself with. But I put these things here. Some healer didn't walk in and say, "This is what you need." Something didn't float down from the sky. And I'm not trying to knock your spiritual or religious beliefs. I'm just trying to tell you that there are things you're hoping for. There are things that you would like to be in your life, things you want to manifest in your life. It takes you taking action. And none of those things ever are going to work out. You're never going to manifest what you want in your life. You're never going to understand true joy and happiness. You're never going to find true love in your life unless you stop and do all those things for yourself first. You have to come first. You have to put yourself first. Years ago, I heard this saying, if you keep putting everybody before you, you're only teaching the world that you come second. It was one of those moments for my young self. Wow, that's like Yoda stuff. That's, how the younger version kind of perceives those profound sentences. Like when I first heard somebody say, if you really think about it, physically, scientifically, and spiritually, this moment, this literal second that I am speaking to you and you're listening to me right now is truly the only moment that will ever exist. The past, years and seconds ago, is inaccessible. The future hasn't happened yet. Again, when I just said that sentence, it's already gone. So this moment and this moment and this moment are the moments that only exist. And when we can really bring ourselves into every single nanosecond of our life and not being lost in thought or uncertainty for tomorrow or later, it's mind blowing. It's just, there are no words to describe this type of a feeling, and that frustrates me very much, that everyone can't feel this, and that most of you won't allow yourselves to feel this. And even worse, most of you think, oh, I can't do that, I can't quiet my mind. Bullshit. If I could quiet my mind, anyone can quiet their mind. And I kid you not, I literally was that person going through life with 1001 thoughts just cycloning and tornadoing in my head at every given moment, just constantly just looking at you, listening to you, but in 60,000 places inside. And that was my life for years. And sadly enough, like you, many of those places I was existing within were those dark places, those places of just loneliness, those places of no self-worth, no confidence in myself, none, zero, zilch, literally thinking that I was the cosmic joke, that my singular existence was, out of all of this, some infinite cosmic joke that everyone in the street was going to stop one day and turn around and start pointing at me, laughing at me. That's how shitty and just little I felt of myself. I kid you not. When I say to you, the term, the bottom of the barrel, or I hit rock bottom, right? I hit rock bottom. I've been at the bottom of the barrel. I've climbed the mountain and only fell all the way back down again 100 times. I haven't been at the bottom of the barrel. I have been the bottom. I have been the shit underneath the barrel. And if I can climb my way up and out of all that shit back there, then so can you. And this is why I'm here every day, because I did it. I know how I did it. I know what helped me do it. And every single one of you, whether you believe it or not, are connected to the exact same things. And it's there for you, waiting for you. Some of you, it's screaming inside of you, and some of you, it's almost non existence. But that voice, that thing that I always say, you keep second guessing and self doubting, but some of you have actually second guessed and self doubted yourself so much. You've been validated to be nothing because of people saying that's not what you mean, you don't know what you're talking about, or just shut up. Things like that. You don't even listen to yourself inside anymore. There's not even that battle of self-doubt anymore because you're just in doubt. You're existing in just somebody else's expectation, somebody else's will. You're in somebody else's light. I saw some posts this morning that women want to be led, and 100% of them, even the strongest leading women, they want to be led by a strong man. And then I'm reading in the comments of how many women are going, if you're disagreeing with this, you don't understand what he's saying. And I'm like, oh my God, if you're agreeing with this, you've just been just completely damaged and broken, because nobody should be leading you through life like you're on a leash, telling you where to go, what to wear, what to do, how to be, how to act. That's the problem in the first place. And we can become so conditioned to this way of life that we just begin to think that this way of life is the right way of life. And for me, I think we could do better. I know we could be better. And I hope we could be better. And right now, we're going to sit, we're going to close our eyes, we're going to shut up for a little bit, we're going to have some nice silence. And whatever happens inside your head is supposed to happen. I say this all the time, and I have to, because I don't know if this is your first time watching, but you've all heard the word meditation, and then you've all heard those dumb following sentences like, I can't meditate because I can't stop the thoughts in my head. That has nothing to do with meditation, and it's a misunderstanding or just a bad teaching. So, meditation has nothing to do with stopping and blocking and forcing thoughts out of your head. Meditation has to do with becoming the observer of your thoughts and emotions, not the victim of. And the way we do that is by observing our thoughts in a safe space, in a safe, calm environment, with an anchor that you can come back to if those emotions start to rise and get the best of you. So, sounds, dogs barking, kids, cars in the streets, the hum of the AC, the hum of the universe, let it all be. Don't try and block it. Don't try and force it out. Thoughts float into the head. Perfect. See the thought, observe the thought, look at the thought, feel the emotion observed, associated with that observation. Okay, that's anger, that's hate, that's joy, that's fear, that's sorrow, that's love, that's compassion, that's desire, that's want, that's need. You feel all that stuff, but you're going, I'm observing, not becoming. Not becoming. Those emotions and thoughts aren't dictating your next step, because you're going, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm meditating with Jay and I'm breathing. Ah, that feels good. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I'm breathing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm breathing over and over and over and over and over again until you become Yoda. And for some of you, that may take a couple of months or maybe a couple of years. But here's what it's not going to do. You're not going to sit down for a week and meditate and think you had your spiritual awakening a while ago, and now you learned how to meditate because you sat down for a week, and all of a sudden you're walking around, you're Yoda and Gandhi and Jesus and Buddha all wrapped up in one. And that just drives me nuts too. When you see people on here, oh, I'm a Reiki master, and they think that that means that they know and can do everything and they are the most enlightened being on the planet. No, it does not. Not at all. Not in any way, shape, or form. Does getting some certification in anything mean you are anything except certified in that thing you just went from? I guarantee you, you know, the healers you see here on social media, stop and look at them for once in your life. Look at their eyes, look at their skin, look at their surroundings. I'm not telling you to judge anybody, but you will actually see that these are people who haven't even bothered to get their own life in order to heal themselves or better their own lives. They're just learning some shit to manipulate you and make some money so they can sit home and just do nothing and pretend they're Yoda. So it takes time. It takes years. Rock, it's been so long since I've seen you here. Yeah, man. I know, but I have been live. Today is day 56. I'm live every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And today is our 56th day. But it's nice to see you here. And I do see a couple of things written on the screen. So before we get into the meditation, let's see. I'm here to observe myself and participate with Jay to become Yoda. There you go. See, there you go. Perfect. Hi, when I saw your videos, I saw 1717, Justin from South Africa. Those are definitely good angel numbers, man. Good numbers, good universal numbers. I shouldn't specifically say angel numbers. That's one thing we can call those synchronicities and signs, but those are really good numbers, man. Sun within. Why the new year begins in the middle of winter and not just as spring is here. Same kind of thing. I'm not sure what the relevance of that was, like what I was saying that made you type that. But why the new year begins, yeah, we'd have to go back and just research the calendar. But you know, it's funny, we talk about that all the time and seasons and things like this. And again, man-made things. So let's not worry about that. Most of the time, I don't even know what time of day it is and or day of the week it is or month it is. I really don't. I try not to pay really close attention to those things. The only thing that makes me know what day of the week it is the fact that my kids are 5 and 9 and they have to be, you know, they go to school, there's the weekend. Those are the things that, you know, my wife is working. I work from home. I do my whole thing like this all day long, one-on-one with people. So I don't, I really don't look at the calendar. Thing pops up on my phone. You got a one-on-one with Stacy today at 2:00. Astral projection. And that's what we're doing. But other than that, thank you for being here. It's nice to see you here. So let's take a few minutes. 10:35. We've definitely got some time. So, for those of you who haven't meditated before, just listen to me and simply follow along. For those of you who have been meditating with me for years or for these past 50 some odd days, just follow along. What we're first going to do is relax our body. And as far as breathing and the position, I say sit comfortable. Of course, I'm sitting with my legs crossed, I'm upright, but you can sit in a chair, you can lean back, you can support your head. You can even lie down if you want today. And I usually will guide you in this type of meditation to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. But if you can't, if you're congested, blocked, whatever the case may be, breathe comfortable and sitting comfortable. Like I said, just be comfortable and relax and relaxing. You've all seen those little memes and posters. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, right? You've seen those. It's the truth. Just take a moment to bring your attention to your face, your head. Feel and sense the skin on the top of your head and your forehead, and just kind of just adjust yourself, your eyes, that sense of relaxation, right? Same thing with your temples, your eyes, the cheeks. Again, you're just bringing the intention of relaxation. You're sensing and feeling the skin and the muscles. You're bringing your awareness to those parts of your body and you're relaxing your jaw, your face, your nose, even the tongue in your mouth. You can press it to the roof of the mouth, push it to the bottom, and then kind of let that go. And remember, I said the unclenching of the jaw and dropping the shoulders, not arching and leaning forward, but just letting your shoulders relax. See that? We always stand like we're always tense. Just relax. Let your shoulders and your whole back and everything settle in and sink into your seat. And again, we're just taking our attention, our awareness, and we're focusing it to our torso, our arms, our spine, from our head all the way down. And we're adjusting our body, breathing gently, and just relaxing, moving, right? It's nice, it's easy, nothing difficult. Getting into a really good, comfortable position, relaxing down the legs all the way down to the shins and the calves, relaxing down to the ankles, all the way down to the bottom of your feet, to the tips of your toes, to the back of your heel. And if we take into the center of our chest a nice, good, full breath in, don't hold it tight. Relax your body again with that breath inside, and then fully exhale. All of it out. Breathe in again, filling those lungs. Chest and belly expand, no tension. Relax the body into the breath. Absorb that beautiful oxygen, and then exhale out fully. Good. One more breath in. Gently close your eyes and exhale and let go of controlling the breath. Feel that sense of stillness. No controlling, no judgments, no expectations. Truly feel that sense of stillness just by closing your eyes. You are safe. You are within your sacred space. No one or no thing can hurt you or take anything away from you in here. Just be for a moment. Be within. If there are sounds around you, let there be sounds. We do not force. We do not block. Everything is as it should be. If the mind wanders off into thoughts or thoughts appear in the mind, that's perfectly okay. It's exactly what we want to happen. See the thought, become aware of the thought, and then just simply return within to your sacred space. No judgments, no expectations. Just sitting within, letting everything be as it should be. Gently bring your awareness to the natural flow of your breath. Feeling the breath, sensing the breath. breathing with your awareness on the breath. Is your breath warm? Is the breath cool? Does it flow easy or does it feel restricted? Just bring all attention to the breath. Breathe. Breathe with your awareness. Gently let go of focusing on the breath. And inside the mind's eye, inside your heart, inside your thoughts, I want you to envision someone that you love, someone who has showed you and expressed true love and care to you. I want you to feel that sense of love and care within you right now. And in the center of your chest, I want you to begin to envision a small white light. And inside this light, we are putting that intention of care, kindness, and compassion, and love inside this light. Send that intention within yourself. I freely share my love, my joy, my gratitude with this light within. Taking in a deep inhale into the center of the chest, I want you to feel this light expanding, filling the body. Breathe in. Feel that sense of joy and love expanding. Hear the shift around you in the room as you do. On your next inhalation, that light even expands further beyond your flesh and bone into the room you are in. You can feel and sense it around you, expanding and filling the space beyond the walls. Every breath in, our light of love and gratitude and kindness expands beyond our walls and homes and out into the streets, touching and connecting with all life everywhere. In the mind's eye, imagine this, feel this, and create these sensations within. In the mind's eye, see our light beginning to blend and mix with each other's light. No walls, no borders, no religions, no politics, no color of skin, no gender. Just pure light, love, gratitude, freedom, equality, and kindness and compassion being shared, touching each other. And as we inhale, that light begins to come back to us. Not just my own light, but I take your light in with me as you take mine in with you. Every day we breathe in each other's energy, we exhale out each other's energy mixed with our own. Physically, spiritually, and scientifically, we know we are one. We all form a symbiotic relationship with our world and beyond. So breathe in that truth, my friends. We are one. And in this moment, we share our light with each other freely. Breathe. Breathe in your light as you share your light. Breathe in my light as I share your light. Breathe. Let go of all imagery. Take a deep breath into the center of the chest and lengthen the spine. Exhale, relaxing and aligning the body. Deep breath in, gently wiggling the toes and fingers, engaging neck and shoulders, and realigning the body back to center. One more breath in, continuing to keep the eyes closed for another minute or two. Take that time to sit in silence. Let all thoughts be. Slowly let your consciousness fully come back to this present moment. And when you feel ready, when you're comfortable, slowly open your eyes. When you open your eyes, still take that moment. Don't rush and jolt yourself into doing anything. Be aware of that calmness that is still within you. And remember, you consciously now get to go forward with your day and take this with you. And the more you do this, the more you practice this, the more you get to live and interact and react from this place of stillness. And what is this place of stillness? It's your truth. It's the version of you that exists beyond all of that noise and information, those thoughts and emotions that are constantly cycling through you. And the more time we take like this, the more opportunities we can go through the past, pick and choose those moments that are holding you hostage, those moments that have caused you fear and pain, and we can shift your perspective. And I'm always here, my friends, to help. Reach out. I love to connect with all of you. Remember, Friday is our big question and answer day. But if anybody does have a question right now, we do have a couple of minutes before we're going to say goodbye. But again, you can always visit the link on my profile and contact me a whole bunch of ways. And I look forward to seeing and hearing from you. But other than that, it looks kind of quiet right now, and that's good. That's a good thing. That means you feel good, you're feeling calm, you're feeling quiet, you're reflecting on the things we've spoken about here today, and that's good enough for me. So thank you so much for the love, Sun Within. Thank you so much, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Anybody who wants to watch any of these videos in replay, it's immediately available on Instagram. It'll be on YouTube later today. Unfortunately, I can't replay it on TikTok, but you can watch these all day, everywhere. My friends, have a beautiful day. And remember, it's all within you right now. You woke up this morning with everything you need. You just got to believe it's there, and then I'll help you find your way to it. Until tomorrow, everybody, have a great day. I'll see you later. Take care.